I'm Emily Mashak, and you're listening to Tuned Into NoCo, Town Square Media's show that lets you know what matters in NoCo. I'm here again with Craig Secher, the president and founder of Realities for Children, and we're going to talk about the 20th annual Realities Ride. So welcome back, Craig.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I'm excited to share what's going on with the Realities Ride this year.
Of course. And now I know most of our listeners are probably familiar with you by now, but for those who are new, can you just tell me a little bit about Realities for Children?
Yeah, absolutely. The organization is the nonprofit that provides for the unmet and emergency needs of children that have been abused, neglected, or abandoned in northern Colorado. So we are that countywide safety net of emergency services, and we partner with virtually every nonprofit that serves abused and at-risk children in the region. So it's a wide reach. The emergency services this event benefits provided for 5,618 children that wouldn't have been provided for otherwise last year. And in addition to the emergency services, we do youth activities every month for our kids to just give them some normalcy during a difficult time. We provide item distributions and quite a few direct services and programs for children throughout the year. So huge reach, huge impact, and really changing a lot of lives thanks to your support and everybody in the community who gets involved to help our children.
Yeah, that is so awesome. And I know I ask you this every time, but some people don't realize how big of an issue child abuse and neglect is in Larimer County, especially with the pandemic. I know that's affected it. What is it looking like right now?
Yeah, well, child abuse and neglect, sadly, is an issue everywhere. I think on the upside, we're seeing more awareness happening, and I know that the team here has really done a great job in helping us to increase awareness in the community so people can get involved. But typically, just in Larimer County, we'll see. I think last year was 6,883 new reports of child abuse, and as a result, we're constantly working to make sure those children are provided for and that no child is forgotten. The pandemic, of course, has had a huge impact on that. We saw a tremendous increase in emergency service needs this past year. We went from averaging about 9 emergency services a day to over 15 children provided for on average every day of the year through Realities for Children. And this coming year, as things open up, we're having more of our mandatory reporters available from teachers, counselors. Of course, we have more eyes on our children with next-door neighbors and extended family members as those things occur. So we're just really working hard to be in a position to meet these new needs that are coming in this year and some of the extended issues that have occurred with more of the isolation that's happened this past year for our children. And like we've said, not everyone's safer at home. And during a pandemic, there's been some really big challenges, everything from mental health situations to, of course, child abuse and domestic violence. So we're working hard to bring our community together to be there for our children. And one of the ways we do that is through the Realities Ride and Rally. So we're excited to be extending this invitation out to everybody who rides in the community.
Exactly. So let's talk about the Ride and Rally. It's in person this year. We didn't get to do it in person last year. May 30th. What's going on? What do people need to know? Absolutely.
Yeah. Last year we launched our No Boundaries Realities Ride where people anywhere could ride anything, anywhere they wanted to go. And that was tremendously well supported. But boy, I'll tell you, nothing beats coming together as a community. And so we're very, very excited that we're actually having the Ride and Rally and have all the things that are happening. But there are still a lot of restrictions in place. So we've done a lot of adaptations. This is our 20th year of the ride. So in addition to celebrating 20 years of making every mile help a child, we've created a really exciting format that creates a safe environment for our riders. We're still honoring all of the public health mandates. And what that looks like is what we're calling a one-day event this year with 5 times the fun for our riders. We're doing what we're calling a 5 rally format. So simultaneously, we're creating 5 small rallies in 5 different cities. And then as our riders register, they get to go to each one of those throughout the ride and be part of not only our 20th anniversary, but the undisputed world's largest motorcycle poker run.
That is so fun. So how, for people who want to participate, they need to pre-register? What is it going to look like on the day of? Where do they need to go? What do they need to bring?
Yeah, thank you. That'll be some of the stuff that's a little bit different, especially to our tried and true riders that have been with us these past 20 years. It is a pre-registration necessity this year versus event day. Still currently, there's a lot of tracking needs and things like that, and that allows us to make sure we're staying within the limits, the numbers of people. So first of all, encouraging everybody who rides, loves to ride, wants to ride, learn more about the event to go to realitiesride.com, and they can learn about the activities that are going on, but they will need to pre-register this year. The good news is we've been able to double, thanks to our sponsorship support, the number of people that will receive the free ride shirt for our 20th anniversary. So the first 1,000 riders and passengers that register will receive a free Realities Ride 20th annual shirt this year. And then what happens is they'll be able to select or be assigned to one of our 5 cities as their start location. We'll be dividing our riders up, so again, we don't have too many people in one place at one time. Each will be kind of a mini rally, so there's exciting things going on at each stop. Can we share a little bit about each ride stop that's happening and what's going on?
Yes, I would love to.
Yeah, so every rider, you start at your location and you'll rotate through the 5 stops, get your 5 cards for the best poker hand. But at each stop, it's really more of a rally stop this year, so they'll be there longer and have more activities going on. Every location will be hosting. We'll have the beer gardens, we'll have live music going on all day. We'll be recognizing our major sponsors, which are just tremendous partners in the motorcycle community, from Indian Motorcycle to Tri-City Cycles, Thunder Mountain Harley Davidson, Eagle Rock, Lion Home Service. Just to mention our premier sponsors of that event will be featured at each of those locations. And then we have special activities going on. So there's just something for everyone. We'll have skydiving presentation of the colors, so people will be able to enjoy skydiving, piece of VIP area for people to enjoy at one of our stops. The next stop, would feature stunt shows. So we'll have motorcycle stunt shows going on throughout the day with the live music and everything going on for each ride group coming in. We'll have car shows that are being featured and special programs like that people can get involved with in contests throughout the day. One of our locations, sponsored by Aloha, the Aloha team, Sean Doherty, is doing axe throwing up at one of our locations. So our riders can do some axe throwing contests for some prizes, featuring some wood carving, just fun activities going on. And then our one of our other stops will be very focused on what we always do, which is honoring those who serve. We see this as, for 20 years, the Realities Ride's been on Memorial Day weekend. So we see this as our opportunity to honor those who serve and serve those in need, with it being a benefit for our children. This year, we'll be working with our veterans in doing a fundraising match, working with Fort Carson, which will be doing Ride for a Fallen Hero. Our partners at Fort Collins Heating and Air Conditioning are doing a sponsorship match at one location that will benefit veterans, specifically for suicide prevention, providing service dogs to our veterans for additional support. So we're very excited that we can always incorporate that part and honor those who served, while we're coming together as a motorcycle community to serve those in need.
Yeah, well, this sounds so much fun, so awesome. I'm so excited. Just to make sure our listeners are all on the same page. So riders will get to go to all 5 stops, but
Yes.
they'll start at different ones, correct?
Absolutely. So yeah, that's that point. Thank you for clarifying that, because it is something new. So we'll have 5 start locations, and of course, by having 5 mini events or mini rallies, we are allowed to have 5 times as many people participating in the event with the current restrictions in place. So that just allows us to have everybody that wants to ride for our children to be able to come out and do that. They will have a start location, but every single group will go to every single location and just enjoy a beautiful ride together, helping kids and enjoying a wonderful day. And with the opening of this at May 30th on Memorial Day, it's going to be one of the first major events that we're able to get involved in as a community, and we're very excited to be launching this. It's been a lot of effort on our part to put that together, but boy, I'll tell you, the response has been tremendous. So we're excited to see everybody out on Memorial Day weekend riding for our kids.
Oh, yeah, I bet people can't wait to get out, and especially for such a good cause. I know there's also VIP tickets involved. How does that work?
Yeah, so we have always had the VIP area down at the rally location, which we won't be doing this year downtown, just with the restrictions that we have. So at one of our stops, if you're a VIP rider, there will be we have Z Catering is going to be providing special food out there. We'll have complimentary drinks. We have some additional gifts that go to our VIP riders. I think it's going to be a patch and pin and bandana if you're a VIP rider. And there'll be availability we're doing a 20-year challenge coin, which will be a limited edition piece out there as well. So and that'll be available to our riders on a first come, first served basis. But so the VIP is just an additional benefit and usually these are folks that just want to donate a little more. And obviously, we always invite people to do that. And we like to honor those who go above and beyond helping our kids. And as always, I think we haven't stated this, but uniquely with Realities for Children events, thanks to our business members and the tremendous support of all of our sponsors, 100% of everything we raise. So from registrations to the VIP donations to anything that's sold out at the event or people contribute, 100% of that goes to direct services for children in need when there's nowhere else to turn. So it really has a huge impact.
Yeah. Would you be able to expand on that impact a little more? I know that you do so much work in the community, and it's amazing that 100% of these proceeds go towards these children. What does that really mean?
Yeah, so emergency services in our community, by definition, are services that go directly to a child that's been abused, neglected, abandoned, or at risk in our community when there's no other resources available. So if resources have been exhausted or otherwise unavailable, we are that safety net. And our emergency funding distribution happens within 60 minutes of a request, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So we're really there when our children need it the most. And that can range from just about anything from housing support to placement stability support needs to sexual abuse counseling to clothing item needs, food. It is really kind of wherever there's an emergency service need that directly benefits a child, we are there for them. So we are that safety net. And it's pretty amazing to watch that impact that has over the course of years. We've been, of course, serving in Larimer County for 26 years. And we're seeing children that people that rode in this ride 20 years ago or 15 years ago are now emancipating from the system, or they're young adults on their own and getting involved in their way. So it really is the ride that changes lives. And our children know that that there's people out there that care. That's one of the things that happens. Our kids get very marginalized. Oftentimes they feel that they're not heard or they're not seen. And there's nothing like thousands of motorcycles rolling around a community to help children to let them know that they are being heard and to give them a voice in our community. And they know that we have riders out there riding for them. And I think that makes a huge difference in their lives as far as a sense of hope goes and as far as a sense of opportunity in the emergency services and ongoing support that our riders make possible for the children that we serve. So I guess after I look back on 20 years or generations of service for children on this ride, I want to be able to just say firsthand to everybody out there that's listening that has ridden with us at any point in time, thank you. It is really having a huge difference. And thank you to our sponsors and our business members that underwrite everything so all of those dollars raised can go to direct services for these kids, because it is one of those things. Hope is a hard thing to put a handle on. And I think so much of what we do is letting children know not only are we there for their service needs, but we're there for them, that they have a family, that they're not alone. And that kind of hope, that kind of connecting point for our kids is life-changing, and that we're there for them from the point that they enter the system to the point they emancipate or adopt it or leave the system. They know that they have a family, and a big part of that is our riders out there. So, yeah, thank you for letting me share a little bit more about the direct services and how big of an impact that has.
Of course. We're always happy to have you back. And again, I'm so glad this event is able to go on in person this year. Is there anything else you would like listeners to know?
Yes, we're, with this big of an event. So we're saying it's one day, but 5 times the fun. So we have a lot happening. I think there are still some volunteer needs. If you don't ride and you're interested in being a part of this, you can certainly reach out to our office, realitiesforchildren.com, or email us directly if they wanted to do that. But anyone who's interested in volunteering, we'd love to have your help. And just to encourage everybody who rides, maybe they haven't been in this ride before or have been in this ride before but are unfamiliar with the new format, please go to the website, learn more about at realitiesride.com, learn more about what we're doing, and register today. We're excited to be able to celebrate 20 years of making every mile help a child, but we need everybody that rides or knows anyone who rides to be out there joining us so that we can continue to reach further in service.
That's great. Well, thank you so much, Craig. I'm looking forward to it.
Yes, thanks for and hopefully you'll get up. Maybe you can come up and check out some of our spots we've got between axe throwing and skydiving and stunt shows. There's a lot going on, and it definitely will not disappoint. We're excited about our Bikers Choice Car Show and our veteran support side. So many exciting things happening that we're just looking forward to sharing it with our community.
Again, that was Craig Secher, the president and founder of Realities for Children, talking about the 20th annual Realities Ride and Rally. Learn more and register for the Realities Ride and Rally at realitiesride.com.